Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another message from your soul. And let's see what your soul wants to tell you, what is important for you to hear right now. I quickly want to remind you to check out my Instagram to stay connected with me. Let's see. What do you need to know right now? Okay. This card comes up a lot these days. Okay, let's see. Okay, I can feel like recently you've been trying to stay strong. Like even when you were sad or when you were not feeling well, you were trying to stay strong. You were trying to overplay that. Maybe you weren't even super aware that you haven't been feeling well mentally because you've just been trying to do your best to play it good, like to not show any signs of weakness, let's say. I can definitely feel that. And this kind of, you may have been feeling like you needed to do something, like there were tasks that you needed to finish, that needed to be done. And so you just kind of pulled through, you just did it without really listening to your body. Which wasn't very well recently. There are some things you really need to kind of work through. So there are some things, some emotions that you need to look at, that need to be looked at. Yes. Let's see. So the feeling of not being good enough. I feel like you've kind of been not satisfied with yourself or what you can do and how you did things. You weren't really satisfied with that. So the feeling of like not being good enough for yourself. Like you are not satisfied with what you did. So there's a lot of self, like you're kind of criticizing yourself a lot. Yes, I can definitely feel that. Like there were things that needed to be done and you did them, but you, like in your eyes, you did not do them great the way you could, or yeah. And this is definitely an emotion that needs to be looked at by you because it's holding you back. Let's see what comes out. It's kind of holding you back from going your way, from achieving what you want to achieve. Because I feel like you've been feeling like you can achieve even bigger things, even more. And what's holding you back is exactly that emotion, that you are constantly trying to be better because you do not feel like you are good enough. That's interesting. Let's see. And I feel like there are people in your life who you are comparing yourself to. These seem to be people who are close to you. They could be siblings or just like very good friends. Or maybe your partner. And comparing yourself with them, how can I say that? Your soul is like, it doesn't really make sense. Comparing yourself with someone else doesn't really make sense. Because your soul is saying they have something they're good at and you have something you are good at. And it may not be the same for everyone, okay? But it is your own special power, so to speak, that you have. And so if you were to be the same as whoever you compare yourself with this other person, if you were the same as this other person, then your special power, so to speak, wouldn't exist. And so it's kind of your soul is like, don't compare yourself with this person or with other people, because they do not have what you have and you do not have what they have. And, you know, when we look at some special power, let's say. Okay, so it doesn't really make sense for you to compare yourself with them, because it's just not, you do not have the abilities they have, and they do not have the abilities you have. So your soul's like, focus on your own ability, focus on what you are good at, and focus on what kind of is fun to you in this world, and not on what the other person is doing. Okay, let's see, because that will help you get over the emotion of not feeling good enough, or the emotion of, I always have to do better, I'm not I'm not okay with how I'm doing or with who I am. It's kind of that emotion, because that's really holding you back. Okay, I really want to say that. Yeah, there we have it, the special, your specialness. You see the star, kind of like you are the star, kind of. And you have something special about yourself, which needs to be embraced by you. But you are kind of trying to, your soul is showing me something like, you carry the star in your hand, and you're kind of trying to close your hand so that no one can see it, and open a different, like, make a different star in the other hand. It's kind of that emotion of, you're trying to not have this special gift of yours, even if you don't really know what it is right now. It's just your specialness, it's just who you are, and you're trying to create someone else. And this is not really helping you at all. Instead, it's making you feel small, and most likely not very confident in yourself, and not very comfortable either. So it's really important for you to look at this emotion and to kind of start to embrace who you are. And whenever you catch yourself criticizing yourself, you kind of need to they're telling me something like, shut yourself up. It's like whenever there's like an inner voice in your mind, or you're even consciously criticizing yourself, your soul is like, keep quiet. Like, that's not what we do. That's not going to bring you anywhere where you want to be. Okay, even if you are like, but this person is where I want to be, and they're like this or that, your soul is like, but you have a different path, and you have everything you need for that already. Just kind of need to recognize your specialness, right? Even if you do not feel like you have everything, you actually do. Even if you don't feel like you have everything that you need to get where you want to be, you actually do. Okay, you actually do have all of that. And it's not something, it's most likely not something that you can consciously be aware of. It's not like this one thing is what makes you special, but it's your whole personality. It's everything you are. It's everything you are. Not just a special gift. For example, you are very good at, I don't know, painting. That's not the only special thing about you, but it's like your whole personality, everything about you that is special. Oh, that's so beautiful. It kind of warms my heart. It's this energy that even if you don't think that you already have everything that you need, your soul wants you to kind of look at yourself as a whole power, like as the whole being who you are, and recognize that there is not one specific thing that you need to get anywhere where you want to be. Okay, you already have everything. Even if you in your mind are like, I want to feel a specific way about myself or something, you don't need to change anything. You don't need to have anything. It's really just, you can already feel the way you want to feel. You just need to stop criticizing yourself and kind of recognize who you are. Okay, and I'm feeling called to tell you something. Specifically when you feel like you need to criticize an action of yours. Let's say, maybe for students, it would be like, I didn't learn for this exam, so it was just like I wasn't good enough. I didn't know enough for this exam. And even if you feel like that doesn't have anything to do with my personality, that's just an irrational critic I'm giving myself, then your soul wants me to remind you that, of course, you can kind of part your action from who you are, but still, you still did that, right? You still did your best. You still did the best you could do, because no one doesn't do their best in the situation they are in. So even if you would be like, I can say this action of mine wasn't good, but I am still a good person as I am. I still like myself, but this action I did, I do not like that. I get it. This is something that you can say, but you're still criticizing yourself because you still did your best in that very moment. You still did your best, okay? Someone told me this once. You are always doing your best. Because you're doing your best is not about, I don't know, doing till you cannot anymore, but it's actually about just doing the best you can do right now. The best that you never do on purpose not do your best, right? You're always trying your best you can. This is like an important thing to keep in mind, so that you do not feel the need to criticize yourself about an action you did. Of course, I'm not trying to, this is not to kind of boost our ego or something. Your soul is not reminding me to tell you all those things so that you kind of see the best in yourself but not in others. No, everyone is always trying to do their best. Okay? Not only you, others are too. I think it's very important to say that when we accept others the way they are, or when we accept ourselves the way we are, and that we are always doing our best, we can accept others as well, and we are not getting mad at others for maybe not achieving what we wanted them to achieve. So you need to work on yourself so that you do not feel disappointed with others. Interesting energy. So today, really, this emotion of not being satisfied with your own actions and who you are, that's an emotion that is deep within you, and your soul is reminding you to please kind of let it come to the foreground, because it is holding you back unconsciously. You may not even know of it because you're always trying to push it away unconsciously, right? Because that's not something we like to feel. But your soul is reminding you, please be nice to yourself, okay? Accept yourself the way you are and don't criticize yourself. Just accept yourself the way you are. When I did something, let's say, or you do something and you do not think that it was great, whatever you did, then tell yourself, okay, but I tried my best. This is just, next time I'm going to do it even better, I'm sure, but this time I couldn't do it any better. And that's fine, because I'm still great. You know what I mean? It's like that kind of energy, to always look at yourself and always kind of appreciate yourself. Let's do that. Let's all do that. Let's do that together. Let's treasure ourselves and our emotions and even our weaknesses when we cannot be strong. Let's even appreciate that, okay? And kind of be nice to ourselves. When someone else didn't do great, you would go up to them and tell them, oh, you did great, come on, next time you're going to do better. And you're kind of trying to make them feel better. But most of the time when we ourselves are not satisfied with our own action, we are always criticizing ourselves even more, instead of actually trying to make ourselves feel better by telling us, come on, you did your best. Next time you're going to do better, you're going to try one more time or whatever. So even our weaknesses, let's not overplay them and try to not make them seen, but let's actually look at them and really see them, okay? And really kind of trying to make yourself feel better. Okay, thank you so much for watching this reading till the end, for letting me talk to your soul. It's actually a beautiful message. I hope it could help you with something, and leave a thumbs up to support the channel. Thank you very much, and bye bye.